adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win. I don't want no fake love, I want the real stuff. Everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path, if you want it bad. I'm gonna show you where it's at, yeah, how you can get it back. Yeah, cause I ain't never done, I'll be number one. Working hella hard until I get just what I want, yeah. Rises like the sun, yeah, fatal like a gun. Shooter's gonna shoot and I'm gonna shoot until I won, yeah. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow to prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine, yeah. Everything I do, I'm just being genuine, yeah. I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win, yeah. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine, yeah. Everything I do, I'm just being genuine, yeah. I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win. I don't want no fake love, I want the real stuff. Everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path, if you want it bad. I'm gonna show you where it's at, yeah, how you can get it back. Yeah, cause I ain't never done, I'll be number one.
I'm Brian Priest, and you're watching Under the Lights Racing.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight over the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner yet wave over the land of the free and the home of the
What is up, guys? Good evening and welcome in to the UTLR Live Studios. It is your man on the mic, UTLR Storm, Alex Farrell, coming to you live from the virtual Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Here I am. It's my honor and privilege to welcome you into the virtual UTLR Live Studios. And we are so proud to be here at Las Vegas after the trucks have had a week off. The trucks are ready to roar back to life. We had an incredible show down in Daytona 2 weeks ago, so it was awesome to see. I believe it was about 30 trucks, 30 trucks, somewhere around there, to see them on track 2 weeks ago. So we are back to Las Vegas this week, or not last week, 2 weeks ago. So this week we're at Las Vegas with a 134 lap shootout. It's going to be a great race, reminding you that are watching that the trucks are at 100% races this season. That is a new change. So we did 100 laps down in Daytona 2 weeks ago. We're doing 134, which is going to equal the whole entire 200 miles around this 1.5 mile oval here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We have a star-studded lineup brought to you by Live Studios. Starting on the pole here this evening is Lance Peterson, a rookie in the league. He is for ThorSport with a time of a 31.506 around this 1.5 mile oval. To his outside is the number 33 of Zach Clater, driving for Spire, with a time of a 31.619. Starting inside row number 2 in the third spot is Jasper McNeil in the 18 truck. Starting fourth in the number 3 is Danny Byerly. Starting fifth in the number 56 Chevrolet is Dakota Humphreys. Starting in the sixth positions, driving the number 24 GMS Chevrolet is Evan Elton. Starting in the seventh position, driving the number 2 Chevrolet for GMS Racing is Nick Jensen. Starting in the 8th slot is the number 21 of Luke Smith. Starting ninth is the number 44 Chevrolet of Jacob Border. Starting in the 10th slot, driving the number 68 Chevrolet is Mike Osborne. Starting 11th in the number 8 Ford, he drives the number 8 Ford. He makes his return this season, Hunter Allen. Starting in the 12th position, driving number 40 Chevrolet is Peyton Smith. Driving in the number 4 truck, starting 13th, is Stephen Davis II. Starting 14th, driving the number 26 Chevrolet is Dylan Blevins. Starting in the 15th position, driving the number 10 Chevrolet will have its onboard tonight, and that is John Dean in the number 10 Dusty Stud. Starting 16th in the number 38 truck is Nick Stills. Starting in the 17th position, driving number 22, filling in for Alan Drake, is Colton Kinney, usually a Cup Series driver. He'll be subbing for Drake, his teammate. So the team owner gets to step in and drive his truck tonight. So it'll be interesting to see how Kinney performed in this truck field here in Las Vegas. Starting 18th in the number 97 truck is Richard Denny. Starting 19th in the number 98 Ford, driven normally by Duprime, Jerry Robertson. Tonight will be Jack Farnhart, his team owner, filling in for him as well. Starting 20th in the number 23 Chevrolet for RCR is Cody Bonner. Starting 21st in the number 88 truck is Mason Lavorge. Starting 22nd in the number 87 truck is Austin Knowles. And rounding out your 23 truck field here in Las Vegas is Toby Welsh, driving the number 34 Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports. So a star-studded lineup. We had about 30 drivers down in Daytona 2 weeks ago. It carries us to Las Vegas. We have 23 on the lineup here tonight. So a lot of awesomeness, a lot of interesting things taking shape. Um, Obviously, it's going to be a good week as we get everything started up this week here in UTLR with the trucks here this evening. So one thing about Las Vegas is a very unique track, of course. Not only is it a mile and a half, but it is multi-groove racing. And also, what I like about it is turns 1 and 2 are very different from 3 and 4. 3 and 4 are smoother, about the same banking. I haven't looked at the actual banking, but it's about the same in both set of corners. Only problem is 1 and 2 very rough. You have to be either riding the bottom or riding about middle of the track. You cannot be riding in between the first and second groove. You can do it, but you're going to be almost out of control. The truck is going to be bouncing a lot because 1 and 2 is very rough. So you'll see drivers go into the corner, maybe get loose off of the bumps, but 1 and 2 very tricky. So you're going to have to be very watchful if you're a driver tuning in. Be watchful of those bumps this evening across turns 1 and 2. It's very treacherous, especially coming off the exit of 2, trying to get to that high side. We should see some pack racing here this evening. We're on normal draft here this evening, but one thing that's new, not only are we at new for the 100% race, but this is also the very first ×3 wear with the 100% race. So the drivers got used to last year how a 50% race goes on ×3. Now they get to see what does it do to a 100% race. Are they going to be close on fuel in the first stage or two? Are they going to be just fine? How many pit stops are we going to be seeing in each stage? Could we see 2? Could we see 3? We don't know. We haven't tested it. We just put in a ×3 wear and said, have at it. So it's a curveball thrown at them, especially for the trucks. And on top of all that, hang on. Trying to respond as owner. All right. But not only is it a ×3 100% race, it is also the first event. Sorry, John Jolly Rancher here. Is the trip, the UTLR, the Triple Truck Challenge. It makes a debut in the UTLR League. So, with 3 races, these are the eligible drivers. If you are competing for a Truck Series championship, then you are eligible. So that is a big plus. Hang on. I'll explain it just in a second. Give me a... All right, so we're going to have 24 trucks. I made a mistake of not putting somebody down. So 24 trucks. Rounding out the 24th slot is Brandon Edgington. So I'll be looking for him as well. All right, so back to the Triple Truck Challenge. This is new this season. We have 3 races. The eligible drivers are, if you're full-time, then you are eligible. This is where it gets tricky. The top 4 highest finishers come out of each race, accumulating bonus points and playoff points. The races are Las Vegas here tonight, Iowa next week, and then Atlanta the following week. You compete to be the highest finisher of each week is what you're doing. You compete to be the highest finisher of Las Vegas. You compete to be the highest finisher of Iowa. So the top 4 highest finishers come out, accumulating bonus points and playoff points each race. The highest finisher of all 3 weeks gets a grand prize of 30 bonus points and 10 playoff points. So if you can be the highest finisher each week out of everybody, which is going to be a very hard task, but if you can match you 30 bonus points and 10 playoff points, that's huge. Let me look at the chat here. We got Drake. Wish I was raised at the beach. We'll be there tomorrow. Yes, sir. Man, you always on the beach. You always on the beach, bro. Like, what? Okay, so what's your excuse, Drake? Hold up. Timeout. See for timeout. Drake, what's your excuse? Because, last time you were at the beach, like, you had your Xbox with you, and the wife let you take it. What, the wife didn't let you this time? Wife said no go on the Xbox, or what? Sorry. Little rant. Drake, I love you, bro. Gotta give you hell. But yeah, so that is the triple truck challenge that is going to take place the next 3 weeks. Ranger, let's go Vegas, baby. You damn right, Ranger. Let's go Vegas all the way. The awesome part is, guys, with the season officially underway for like all 3 series, trucks had an off week and then they kind of get up and going each week, is that the schedule this season a lot of drivers love because of the fact all 3 series are lined up for about 95% of the season. All the schedules are at the same exact track. So that's a plus. This week, it's all Las Vegas. Everybody's going to be tired of Las Vegas after we get done here if you race all 3 series. Let's see. Let's look at the chat here. Oh, no, the wife would never let me bring it. That's her time. Well, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I swore that I know there's other drivers that do it, but I know Hack does. But I swear I thought like you're one of the ones that the wife lets you bring the Xbox here and there. Maybe you're not. I guess not. I swear to God, I know there's like 2 or 3 drivers, and I respect their wives because they let them bring their Xbox with them on vacation. Like that's what's up. I guess you're not one of them. Still respect your wife. Still respect the wife. I guess not. But it's gonna be an awesome week, guys. A lot of drivers are up and going as we are ready to go. We got the invite into the race. How about this? How about let's go trackside to get those engines fired?
Race fans, it is time for those most famous words in motorsports. Here to give the command, please welcome back your Grand Marshal, NFL great and Super Bowl champion, Michael Strahan.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Alrighty. It's gonna be a good day, a good time here in the studio. I was supposed to be alongside a special guest tonight. Jack Boy was supposed to be in the booth with me tonight. Unfortunately, personal matters are ongoing with him, and unfortunately, he is not able to make it this evening. So, prayers up, because I do know what's going on. So, prayers up to Jack Boy and his family as they go through a hard time. So 30 laps make up the first stage here for this long race. Drake, at least you get to tune in, brother. At least the wife lets you tune in. If you can't bring your Xbox, at least she lets you tune in. So I appreciate her for that. I appreciate that she lets you and is allowing you to check in with us here this evening. Alright, let's take it to the field here real quick. We got LRS. There's Dusty, Clater, Ducky, SP, HD on track for the first time this season, Deport, Meso, Go Dogs, Kenny, Weast, Drip Slide, Toby, Outlaw, Edge, INF, One Bad, Dirty Cat, McNeil, Vortex, Denny, Ranger, Flash. There's your 24 truck field. How about this? It's Las Vegas, baby. Let's go. Let's get them rolling as they creep to the start and finish line. We're green from Las Vegas. What a jump. We thought that we were going in the restart zone, and somebody forgot that we were going at the line, so he is dropping because of that. He jumped the start. He's going to give it back, give it up. So now, the battle is on. The battle rages on between Clater on the outside, and there's Ducky on the inside in the 24 machine. So they get to hold 14 laps of fuel. Is all they get. 14 laps, so we'll see roughly... I don't know, man. They may have to make a second pit stop, depending on how bad the tires wear, and I know turns 1 and 2 are going to be rough on those tires, so I'll be interested to see what the fall off is, because you got 30 laps. It's going to be real close. I think they can make it. I would not be surprised to see 1 or 2 guys run out, as you see a ton of battling. 3 wide, about 4 cars deep. There's Flash. There is SP, and One Bad to his outside. He's going to fill in. Ducky fills into that 3rd slot here. Sorry, that 21 was Luke. I'm used to SP in the 21. As Weast on the outside trying to charge back up after missing the first initial start here. Side by side between Clater and the 3 of... Who is in the 3? That is the 3 of Ranger. What the? Ranger? Let's go, Ranger. Ranger showing early speed here in Las Vegas. Looking farther back, you see 3 wide, very deep in the field. That is Flash. Underneath, behind One Bad, you got Dusty back behind him. You got SP on the outside. Here comes HD on the outside, trying to make it happen. Not going to make it happen. Nice racing from this 24 truck field here in Las Vegas, the biggest field of all when it comes to Las Vegas that we've seen in the league. A lot of biggest fields ever at certain tracks in this league that you'll be seeing from the Truck Series this season. It is awesome seeing about 10 more drivers on track than what we're used to seeing. Contact out behind them, that was, I believe, SP who got in the wall. Or maybe Luke. No, it was somebody else. Dusty Stud trying to crack the top 10 here. He has. As he McNeil up there on the 18 truck. Hits the wall, smacks the wall. There goes One Bad. They play avoidance. Holy cow, what a dodge and weave. Who was that? I believe that was Luke that made the aggressive move. The 22 truck. Oh, and the 97's around. Denny's around, and that's going to be 2. SP, I guess, got loose off the exit of the corner. Denny involved. That is going to be the race's first caution. Kenny tried to play record points with that as well. He went low. Toby involved. That was also Edge, I believe, got a little bit of damage off of that. They race it back to the line here. See him up front. The yellow flag is going to be out for the first time this evening. as we have our first caution flag this evening. You see drivers getting lined up, and somebody just spun on their own. McNeil just got damaged under caution. So pit road will be open this time by for the leaders. Everybody's going to come in this time and get their adjustments. Ducky's taking those 4 tires. So what this does is this allows them to make it to the end of the stage on fuel. So fuel will no longer be a concern here. There goes Dirty Cat out. Everybody's going to take 4 fresh tires because they burn here in Las Vegas. That is Ranger coming out in P2. That is Weast in the first slot. Who's that up there towards the front that I see? That is Drip up there in the 56 truck. Alright, so they will be choosing at the line this time by. They make sure they have everybody. I don't know what they're doing, why they're going so slow. I know that's frustrating to see from only doing about 50 miles an hour. At one point they were doing less. The good thing is there is some momentum on the outside lane. Caution lights are off. We're going green this time by. You see Ranger on the outside, row number 1. Dusty Stud has made his way up through the field. Ranger on the, Drip side on the inside of row number 3. There's Ducky, who lost a couple of spots. 24 trucks still on the track here. Nobody has lagged out yet. HDM kind of watching. He's back in action in the trucks. He's missing his action over in the Cup Series, that's for sure. He, not too long ago, got himself a little good old job, and so now he's frying up some Arby's on Wednesday nights. But we miss HD on track on Wednesdays. He's hoping to get back into the action on Wednesdays, but only time will tell. The first time this season to hit the Geico restart zone. Weast is the control car. As they hit the Geico restart zone, back to the gears, so let's go. He gets a good launch. Clater out back behind him. Cannot pass below the white line before he gets to start finish line. Nobody did, which was a good. See one truck around already. That is Edge. See Flash back here in the middle of the pack, racing on. Only 18 laps to go. 17 this time by in the stage. It's a good battle between second. Got Drip Slide making his showing here. Remember, this is only the second race of the season that these drivers have tackled, so we've only had Daytona, so this is their first chance at a mile and a half. Well, it is for everybody, honestly, but coming off of after Las Vegas, or after Indy, sorry. But the trucks did not get to race Indy, so here they are at Las Vegas trying to show what they have here at the intermediates. Drip Slide up to second. Plater slots them into the fourth position. Ranger in third. That is a good showing by RCR. RCR right now 2 and 3 with the Ranger on that battle on the charge. There's Ducky on the outside of the 38 truck. These drivers still doing battle here. The race is on mid-pack here. We go to HD, who is right there in the middle of the mid-pack. These guys putting on a great show here in Las Vegas. 15 laps to go now. See the outside being used, you see the inside being used. You see him running, trying to run the middle. That's what I love about Vegas. This is the multi-group track here. See, there's Deport, your Truck Series defending champion. Riding inside the top 10 right now, trying to put on a show in 38 truck. You see how they just go single file and then they split going into the corners. Some go high, some go low, some just say screw it. Oh, and contact out behind. There goes Meso missing Go Dogs around. Only one truck looks like he's been hit, but I don't know whether it doesn't look like nobody else actually hit him. So I'm not sure if that's going to be a caution or not. We'll see. Okay, so yeah. The race is on. That was only one truck around. We stay green. Kenny out there in the 40 or in the 22 truck for Mr. Drake, who's probably watching right now. Not doing too bad. Ryan just outside the top 10, probably about top 15 right now for that number 22 truck. Not bad showing for him. Right now, Kenny's still trying to fight on. You see HD and Meso right ahead of him trying to battle. Who is this on towards the front? You see that is Drip on the outside. Oh, contact made once again. That is the 3 of Ranger through the grass. Blending, having to blend right back up in line. Well done by the 3 of Ranger. Losing spots, but did not cause a big one. You see Drip trying to track down your leader of Weast. They're under 10 laps to go. Question is, on fuel, they should be fine. We'll see this time. I'll get a good lap count for y'all. But you see Drip on the outside, running almost Kyle Larson line versus Weiss. Weiss to pit road, so it looks like they cannot make it to the end of the stage. You see a lot of drivers, they cannot make it to the end of the stage. A lot of drivers just dipped on a pit road. You see McNeil, HD, Vortex hitting pit road, Ranger hitting pit road, LRS just hit pit road coming off, getting gas only. See, here comes a few more on the pit road now. Deport, 98 of INF, and Meso staying out. Less than 10 to go in stage number 1 here. And right now, that 98 truck of INF is the leader. That is your top 3 right now. They're at 6 laps to go now for INF and Meso and Deport. You're tracking these 3 to the end of the stage, seeing if they pit or not. Coming now down to 5 laps to go. And you see the top of the second and third position cars of Meso and Deport peel off at 5 to go now. INF currently your leader. Can INF make it to the end? INF comes to pit road. Coming down to 4 laps to go here. As the field cycles through, we're going to see who the leader should be. It should be the 98, or 99, sorry. If pit stops went fine and nobody got a penalty, which I did not see a whole lot of. Trying to find Weiss. Weiss should be the leader. Dusty third. Yeah, INF is coming back into the picture. INF's going to blend right behind Dusty. So Weiss is the leader. Dusty in the purple truck is second. There's Clater in third and INF in fourth. Down to just 3 laps to go. So pit stops had to happen right before the end of the stage. Like I kind of expected it to. I figured they could not make it. I thought they might be able to, but the wear and the fuel consumption is just crazy on time 3. So instead they had enough fuel, but in the end they really don't. Just 2 laps to go now. For the 99 of Weiss. Now down to 1 to go here. Coming off turn 4 for the first time this season, the number 99 truck is going to see the stage checker flag. Stage number 1 for Weast here in Las Vegas belongs to that number 99. Coming off of a poor effort in Daytona 2 weeks back, he finished 5th in the first stage, didn't get nothing in the second, and ended up 21st out of 27 trucks in Daytona. The top 10 is as follows: Weast in first, Duffy in second, INF in third, or sorry, excuse me. Who is it? Yeah, INF third, Clater fourth, 5th Deport, 6th is Flash, 7th Meso, 8th is LRS, 9th is Bad News Ducky, and rounding out the top 10 is Ranger as we get ready for stage number 2 coming at you. Go on board with Ducky as we crank it up to begin stage number 2. Caution number 2 of the evening, and I have no idea what it's for. Saw Go Dogs go around. Looks like Outlaw probably involved, if I had to take a wild guess. Those two probably came together. I guess it's the crank it up. Like, I might as well just call it the crank it up caution, because not once this season, every single race that I have brought up crank it up, every time there has been a caution. Like, you can go back on these streams from Daytona in the trucks, from Xfinity at Daytona, and then Xfinity at Indy last week, and then now here we are. Caution, and it was under the crank it up. I kid you not, that is insane. But we're going to take a quick momentary action away from the break. We'll be right back for the restart here in stage number 2, early on caution.
Remember me? Of course you don't. But I'm sure you recall that Twin Peaks is your local source for scenic views. We're men. We eat with our hands, and we ref from the bleachers.
Witness Holden!
They can't hear you. This lodge is your local manly escape. Only here are you encouraged to indulge in all the man-sized portions of scratch food, sports, and 29-degree draft beer your manly manliness desires. So get your axe into Twin Peaks and experience the lodge mentality.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series is coming to the CW. He's gonna go for the lead. 8 weeks of action.
This is his race.
Including every playoff race exclusively on the CW.
This is when championships are won.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series. The action begins Friday, September 20th at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on the CW.
See a couple drivers here taking that choose cone to come back down pit road, top off. That might be the difference maker between making it to the end of the stage and not. You see a couple drivers stayed out or took 2 tires. We have a new front row here. We have McNeil and HD. Then we have, those are the 2. I'm probably would have bet they stayed out. You see the 2 front runners of Dusty and Weast in that second row. How are they going to hold up? And how can these 2 hold up on the front row before they just get straight up past? We're about to find out. Impressive showing so far. No lag outs from anybody. It's been awesome. Great show so far. Here we begin stage number 2. Had early caution in stage number 2, and we are about to get the restart. Coming down to 21 laps to go here in the second stage as McNeil and HD take up row number 1 as we hit the Geico restart zone. And let's go. Let's get back to the action. Solid restart. 1 all the way around, spinning in the back. Somebody has caught the apron the last 2 restarts on the apron. McNeil charging out in front. Weast has taken over that second position. HD in third on the outside there. Looking strong in that number 8. Weast back out in front, in control of this field. Here comes the 98, his teammate of INF. Looking for the second position here. HD still holding on to that third spot there. Coming now, this time will be 20 laps to go here in stage number 2. Did I not just pinch off his teammate? He did. But look at this from Thorsport. Thorsport is first, third, and somewhere in the top 10. In that number 88 truck, that is Mason LaForge, Meso. 23 Flash looking on the inside there, trying to make do. LRS, your HD in the wall on old tires, not working out so well. LRS, who was in the hunt for the championship, had the championship locked up, and then a bad race in the final 4 cost him his chances. And Deport managed to come out victorious with the championship last season, but a great chance at a championship last season. But he didn't get the trucks, which was unfortunate, but he did win the Cup Series championship last year. And he hangs that loud and proud. That 21 machine. Dusty's stud in that third slot. McNeil holding up a lot better than HD was. Still inside the top 5. There is Luke in the number 21. Now looking for the 4th position underneath McNeil. The drivers are only going to be able to go about 11 more laps before they have to pit. Take it through the field here. Let's look at some factors here. Let's take a look here at points. Granted, it's only been 1 race after Daytona, but INF, who usually drives number 20 machine, subbing tonight in the number 98 truck. INF not full time, so he's in that number. The interesting thing though is INF is currently first in points with a part-time slot because he managed to win the race. But then the guy that he's subbing for, his teammate, in the number 98 truck is actually, well, I guess not his teammate, but one of his own drivers that races in the Xfinity Series as his teammate, he's subbing for in the Truck Series, is currently second in points. So INF is about to pass himself, basically. That's kind of funny. Flash is in third in points, only 7 points behind. Peyton Smith in that 40 truck is currently 10 points behind, tied with Luke for the top 5. So the top 5, see where they are. You see Luke, I know, is towards the front. INF is up there in the front, contacting to the outside wall on the backstretch. Where is that 40 machine at? I have not seen his name. He did not show up tonight. That's... wow, okay. That's what happened. Unfortunately, that's one of my drivers too. I didn't recognize in the lineup that he didn't qualify. So 4 drivers out of the top 5 should gain some kind of points from this. Jasper McNeil in that 6th slot in the points, only 15 points behind. He's tied with another Trackhouse driver, Jacob Border, who is racing tonight. Both Jasper and Jacob both running out 6th and 7th slot in the points, and they are in the hunt here. Weist out in front still here in Las Vegas. Right now in team points, GMS leads the way, 33 points of Trackhouse. Then you have ThorSport in third, 52 points behind GMS. GMS came out with 1 stage win, 2 top 5s, and 3 top 10s at Daytona 2 weeks ago. While KBM claimed, or no, sorry. Young Motorsports claimed victorious for their team with INF pulling off the victory. In rookie points, Peyton Smith from Team Trackhouse leads the way, but with him absent tonight, that's going to put the 98 most likely in the lead, as 98 has been pretty good so far. He is currently in the slot in the 2nd position, only 1 point behind, so very treacherous, very costly time for Rookie of the Year contender Peyton Smith not racing tonight. As we see drivers starting to hit pit road already, with 3 laps to fuel, 3 laps left on some of these guys' fuel tank. You see multiple drivers on pit road coming off pits, so the cycle has begun. We saw INF stay out the longest last time through, so we'll see if he stays out the longest again, or did somebody else try to save? We have our streams of onboards from, that is Dusty and Ducky. Thank y'all for the onboard views. I know INF has his going as well. Shout out to y'all for providing your driver onboards this evening. You see INF coming to pit road this time by. And Dusty as well comes to pit road with him. So, INF said, you know what, last time I stayed out long, this time, you got company, brother. You got a Dusty Stud right on your bumper coming to the pits. Ducky back in the 22nd position. Second to last right now. on the struggle bus here in stage number 2. It should be a stop and go for fuel only. As for INF and Dusty, is taking a different approach. I'm guessing probably 2 tires or maybe 4 tires for Dusty. So INF is going to retain the lead here after the cycle. So INF out by himself with the lead here. Meanwhile, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth are kind of somewhat together. So we can get a look here. That is Ranger in the 3rd slot, I believe. With just 6 laps to go in stage number 2. Dusty making a move on Clater and Meso. Gets past Clater, working on Meso now. Ranger doing great here in stage number 2. Now just 5 laps to go. Dusty in the 4th slot, working on Meso, struggling to get by him. That is 3rd of Ranger. You see INF way up there. Dusty's probably going to get to the 99 of Weiss. Maybe. It's come around for 4 to go right now at the line. He's got a 2.2 second lead, or a gap, on Dusty. It's private. Sorry guys, you're having to see this on screen. 3 laps to go this time for Dusty, but the battle is up front. Weiss has caught his teammate INF. Weiss for the lead with 3 laps to go. INF took gas only. Weiss did not, and it cost him. Weiss to the lead, looking to secure a closeout here in Vegas of first 2 stages. It'd be his first 2 stage wins of the season. Question is, can Dusty, who took tires, also get to INF with just 2 laps to go? Great battle here for the lead that took place in the last 3 laps. Dusty, you can see him back there looking for the 2nd position on INF. He is able to get underneath him. He will make the move and make the pass. INF loses 3 spots in 1 corner. Probably saving tire wear. 1 lap to go here in stage 2. Weiss took the lead with 3 laps to go. Made it work, made it stick. Charged to INF. Made the pass, and here he is looking for his 2nd career stage win here in UTLR. Off turn number 4 for the final time in the stage. Weiss, the Beast, claims stage 1 and stage 2. The top 10 in Stage 2 is as follows. Weist in first, Dusty second, Meso third, Dusty fourth, Edge in fifth, SP sixth, Deport seventh, Deport eighth, Ranger ninth, and Dirty Cat rounding out your top 10. McNeil was slotted in the 7th position. Yeah, so Weist, Dusty, Meso, Clater, Edge, SP, McNeil, Deport, Ranger, Dirty Cat, rounding out your top 10 stage number 2. And it is time to go green for the longest and final stage here in stage 3 here in Las Vegas. Under the Lights Racing is back under the way. Toby Lagan gets out of the way. LRS had started from the rear of the field. Oh my god. You see Edge up there inside the top 5 now. What can the 45 do? He kind of got in some trouble last week in the league with a little bump and run on the last lap. Kind of more or less shifted the driver off the track for the win. They decide not to appeal it. 3 wide in the back. Ranger down low. Clater up high. SP in the middle. They made it work. There's one bad underneath Clater. That is Meso up there in the 2nd position right now. Very good job by the 88 machine. Good to see him up here inside the top 10 and much less top 5. Remember, only 13 laps to 14 laps in their tank of fuel. We're down to 68 laps to go here in the final stage. The Battle Rangers on HD, clinging on to the top 10, trying to hang on. Edge up inside the top 5. SP has now made his name in the books in that top 5. He's looking to try to be up there. Who is that in that Hooters truck? I want to know. Who's driving Hooters today? I know it ain't Kenny. Kenny's... See Drip out by himself. I don't know what happened to Drip. Drip was running very well. The 34 and 87 trucks of Toby and Vortex lagging. They're talking, heard a report of 2 drivers lagging. Well, it's the typical 2 drivers that tend to lag in the league. Oh, we got a couple around on the backstretch. You got Luke involved, Dirty Cat involved. That's Denny around. That's going to be a caution. Outlaw with the Hooters truck. That's who it was. Caution is out for the 3rd time this evening for Cause. They race it back to the line. Dusty and Meso side by side. Caution is out. Caution is out once again this evening. I don't know what happened. Denny back there got tangled up and it was on. Between Dirty Cat, Denny, Luke was involved. Truck Series runner-up. Alright. Caution number 3 of the evening. Pits will be open this time. Take this time to let y'all know that tomorrow night, don't forget, we have Under the Lights Racing Cup Series racing action from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway, as they just came off a great race at Indy for the first time in the Gen 6 cars. this season. Tomorrow night, we return back to the Next Gen cars here in Las Vegas. So the lights will be turned on tomorrow or tonight, but they will turn back on or turn back off tomorrow as we race the day race here in Las Vegas. It'll be a great show. Tune in tomorrow night at 9 o'clock Eastern as Ian will take over the booth from the Greg Miller Studios. So he's going to be doing a great job over there from his booth, and he'll be calling a great show for the Cup Series. You'll see myself and others in on the action here from Las Vegas in the Next Gen cars as we compete on our third race of this season here in Season 7. And then also tune in Thursday. You'll see myself back up in the booth for UTLR Xfinity Series racing action here from Las Vegas as well. It'll be a great show. Different drivers, a few of them different, as these rookies continue on their trek for the Rookie Season Championship, as that is a long ways off. But nonetheless, a great show. Third race of the season from after coming off of Indy for the Indianapolis Road Course for the Xfinity Series that they just came off of, with a interesting last lap turn of events. So be sure to tune in this week, as tonight is just getting started this week. Choose cone taking place. You see a couple drivers dipping off the pit road, forfeiting their choose cone, as SP and Denny. We get ready for the restart here. 72 laps of the 134 laps have been completed here this evening. We're just a little over halfway here. We're going to go onboard HD here for the restart. It's back up to the gears and away we go. Three wide, four wide maybe, D-port. And low broke backs out of that one. A couple drivers hitting the apron. Clater up the track. Here comes Kenny on the outside of HD. One bad in the wall, and around one bad goes, collecting many others. That will be the fourth caution of the evening. Another driver hard in the wall. Caution's going to come right back out here. There is no more MGRs, so we have that rule no longer in effect. So if we get a big one on the restart, well, we're going to re-rack them and get them. That was all initiated from people hitting the apron and going up the track, and away they went. Saw one bad go around after contact from the outside wall. After somebody, I don't know who it was, somebody got on the outside wall, came back down, hit one bad, and one bad spun around, got loose, and he took a lot of others with him. As Meso in the second position for Thor Sport, doing well for him. Go Dog's involved. Go Dog's just recently today trying to show what he has, but he is actually starting in the number 99 car for Trackhouse under a one-day contract tomorrow night. So you'll see Go Dogs in the number 99. Mr. J, due to personal reason, has had to drop from racing for the time being. He's staying in the league, but not able to compete for right now. So, as he drops to part-time, we've got Go Dogs from Trackhouse, or we got him from Stuart Haas, is going to be switching to the number 99 for one race, and then the rest will be to be determined for Go Dogs here. But Go Dogs, a one-day contracted driver for Trackhouse in the number 99 machine, starting tomorrow night. Weiss has just been money tonight. HD with an interesting call. I don't know. It looks like he actually came in, but maybe took no tires? Maybe? Or he took 2 tires. But HD is now your leader, trying to get that track position, and there is Drippy, has made his way back up into the 3rd slot. Here's my question. The 99, I'm pretty sure, probably got caught on pit road. Because there's HD, Dusty 2nd, Drippy 3rd, Plater in 4th. That's, see, Clater 4th, SP 5th, Flash 6th, and then the 99. What a restart this is going to be. And HT and SP. I don't really know. Well, there goes HT's hopes and dreams just vanished. And the 3 of Ranger come off pit road, starting the tail end of the field. Well, yeah, that just happened. SP and HD up in the wall. I feel like SP just did it for show. Because, bro, that was so freaking slow. I have no idea. Like, dude, you just look like you turned up the track and just like one turn right, just parked up against the outside wall. HD actually lost it. I've never seen so much slower of a turn to the outside wall in my life. But, nonetheless, we're getting ready to go at green. HD lost his spot on the front row. It's going to move Dusty to the outside, Drip to the inside. Back under the gears we go. We're back to green flag racing. 58 laps remaining here. On the outside wall goes Drip. They're 3, they're 4, they're maybe 5. 5, 6 wide. On the front stretch, down to 3. Going in turn 1, they're still 4 or 5 wide. Back down to 3 off turn, maybe 4. What in the world are we witnessing? Edge up there in the top 5. Weist charging back to the front. That is Luke up in the front. That is Meso to his outside. Weist is down in the mix. They're 3 wide for second. Weist from the middle goes to second. Our first lag out of the night is Vortex, so he's done 4. Back to the front, it is LRS. Here comes Dougie charging back to the front, trying to get some points here for him in that 24 machine. Ducky and Luke teammates this season. One thing I also noticed is that Luke and SP sharing a paint scheme, running the exact same scheme just on a 21 and 2 truck. Ducky giving him push to the center of the corner. So Weist back to the point as the main in charge this evening. Weist and Edge for 1 and 2. Well, where have we seen this? Oh yeah, Xfinity Series Indianapolis Road Course just last week. Edge was in the exact same position, pushed Weist off the track in order to win the race. It wasn't really a bump and run, it was more or less he pushed him off track into a penalty. And around goes Meso, contact from Ducky. And that's going to collect multiple drivers in the back. Dusty involved. McNeil involved. SP, Dirty involved. HD is also involved. Caution will be out once again for the 4th time this evening. Weist and Edge, 1-2 with Luke in 3rd. Interesting top 2 right there. We're back under caution. I'm going to take a quick break and be right back to the racing action here from UTLR Live.
When you're all driving carpool and banging your Pilates instructors to fill the empty voids in your life, we'll see who gets the last laugh. My mom grew up here, that old house on the hill.
Wait, the ghost house? Is your mom Lydia Dietz?
Unfortunately,
She's a legend.
The living, the dead. Can they coexist?
Now's my chance.
ghosts aren't real. Only gullible people believe that kind of crap.
I can't believe I'm doing this. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. I need you to help me save my daughter. And how do I know that you're gonna keep your word?
I swear on my dead mother's soul. Days. Bob, you and the boys stand guard. Nobody gets through. Let's go, honey.
Recognize this puss.
Never seen that chick before in my life. Or afterlife.
Are you doing this?
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. I'm needed upstairs. Bob, hold down the fort. Spill your guts. Who wants to go first? All right, I will. See, I'm willing to do the work.
Spread after like a so random.
You're that thing from my dream. Really more nightmare material.
Confronting the unknown, conquering your fears. There's nothing harder.
What the f? thank you all for coming to this special occasion, but right now we'd like a little privacy.
Alright guys, returning to the racing action here. Weist and Ducky make up row number 1 for this restart. Alright, quietness is over. It's time to roar the engines back to life here from Las Vegas. Back to the restart zone we go. Ducky and Weist, let's go. Back to green. Weist with a good jump here. 48 laps to go from Vegas. Edge to the outside of INF. INF looking to charge to the front. You see Drippy back there. As they fan out across the track here, coming on the front stretch. Dusty, one guy that we're watching, having to charge his way back to the front. 47 laps to go. Still plenty of time. But you can see Dusty back there in that big group. Back there in that bobble of mess. Meso back there, also a top contender tonight. They're having to charge back to the front through this heap of a mess. You see 3 wide, 1 bad up in the wall. Contact from Denny. Denny got into the 18. 18 got into 1 bad. Probably the common, oh, sorry, 1 bad from Denny. Probably just happened. Couple free spots for Dusty and Meso. They charge back to the front. Clater inside the top 4 here. Let's go on board with him as he makes his way up to the front. He's been a solid driver all race long, trying to gain that top 3. Ducky trying to reel it back in, but Edge has kind of been a surprise here late in the race. Not a factor in the first 2 stages, but now has made a showing from the end of stage 2 to now. He's made his way back up to the 2nd position, tracking down the leader Weist. Probably being careful because yeah, he does not want to do what he did last week in the Xfinity Series and have a repeat because he's sitting in the same position. That is Ranger, who has cracked the top 5, looking to take 4th away. Instead, INF is going to take it away. Ranger and Drip, teammates, trying to push each other. Clater on the outside, INF to the inside, INF looking underneath. Now that is Ducky. They've only got about 9 laps left till they have to make their next pit stop here. Drip looking underneath Clater now for the 5th position. And that is Ranger settling into the 7th. Good little battle right here. Still races on. Drip underneath Clater. Now here comes Ranger underneath Clater. And middle for Drip and Clater. And Ranger, little contact, but he's going to make it work. To the inside he goes to Clater for that 6th position. Battling for 6th and 5th. These drivers trying to settle in now. That's 4 or 5 cautions we've had on the night so far. Trying to settle in here. See, that's Lowbro on the outside wall, or Outlaw, my bad. Outlaw's with the outside wall. He's going to hang on and just let the drivers go. Smart move by him. This little battle is just what I'm watching. You see, Edge and Weast have not made any changes. They're still 1-2 with Weast up front. And that is INF in 3rd, but 4th and on back, the battle goes on. Under 40 laps to go, which means about roughly 3 to 4 more pit stops to take place here before this race is set and done. Good battle by Clater and Drip. Clater trying to look underneath, maybe looking to take the spot away from Ducky. He does not. He lets up and lets the guy have it. Now there comes Drip into the picture. Clater and Ducky have been battling side by side and just kind of back to front a couple times. That's allowed Clater to check up enough where Drip is now looking underneath them. Top 3 has now been able to pull away from this pack of 4, or pack of 5 now looks like. Maybe starting 6 as Flash comes in the picture. It's going to be a pack of 6. And look who is in that pack. It is none other than Dusty Studmaster. Also this week, in UTLR news, Dusty gained a new nickname. That is right. Dusty has gained the name Duster Strudel from the chat, so old Duster Strudel makes his presence in that number 10 truck. I do not recall how that name got brought in, but that is Dusty's new nickname. Of all people, HD was the one that gave it to him. Of course. And you see the drivers taking the pit road for their stop. And that begins the cycle. You saw the front runners peel off. See, Weist and Edge now separated a little bit. And INF, I'm pretty sure got hit with a penalty because he is just now coming off pit road. And he pitted on the same lap as the rest of the field. So now INF will be a lap down as of right now, but that's going to cost INF big time. INF held with a penalty, because he was running third at the time, and he came down with the leaders. So the stops have cycled through. Now 32 laps to go. I'm guessing Ducky killed his stream. Ducky has lagged out from the race. Wow. Huge shakeup. INF caught with a penalty, and Ducky lagged out of the race. Or maybe INF didn't get a penalty. Maybe I just saw it wrong. Maybe INF is still on lead lap. My bad. I guess I got confused with the fact that Ducky lagged out, so. Yep, just reported from the Duck Master himself. Power flickered, and that cuts him out of the race. Unfortunate for a driver who was competing in the top 5 for a while there. So now Dusty on charge here. I'm gonna try to get INF stream pulled up. It's a thought that... Oh wait. Maybe look up INF's Twitch. I know I had it wrong. There we go. See Deport in the wall there. Yeah, INF in second. I figured. Meso still trying to charge back up to the front. Kenny in the 22 truck. Haven't talked much about him in the last stage, but he's doing decently well. Still kind of in the mid-pack there, struggling around the trucks. Again, he's not usually full-time in this series, so second race of the season, a lot of newcomers still trying to figure him out, still trying to figure out Vegas as a whole for the new guys, trying to understand each other, as well as you have a veteran like him trying to understand the new drivers and to understand Las Vegas because he doesn't race trucks very often. So to get used to those again, on top of everything else, it's been an overcomer for him trying to battle here. He's behind Jay McNeil right now, and there's Meso out ahead of them in the 88 truck. And there is Edge in the 45. Meso dipping low, trying to avoid a wreck. Possible wreck at least. Weiss out in front with INF, and that is Dusty in the third slot. As they are spaced out here. INF down to 5 laps on his fuel tank. We should see him pitting in the next few laps. Tire wear has been an issue, but the problem is, the reason why I have not spoke about tire wear is because of the fact tires have been close, but the fuel has gone out worse. The fuel has burnt quicker than the tires. And Toby has now lagged out of the race. So both of our main laggers of the race have lagged out for the night. INF, I expect him in within the next couple of laps here. Probably next time by we'll see INF come to pit road. But he is very risky on that right front. Down to 21 laps to go. They'll have to make one more stop after this one. So everybody has 2 more stops they must make. INF, you see him lose because that right front is on 5% and that right rear is on 9%. 2%, is INF going to blow a tire? He's got to conserve it. He's coming in this time, and he is going to make it. But Weiss blows a tire coming to pit road. INF blew his right front as they hit pit road, and so did Weiss. Weiss blew it right before INF. INF hit the line as it blew. Weiss did not hit the line before it blew. He spins, and it cost him a couple of seconds. Dusty was able to pass him coming to pit road. And that puts extra damage too. If you blow it before the commitment line, INF blew his right at it, so it's not going to put damage on it. If we did indeed blow his, we're going to see a longer stop for him. See everybody else coming to pit road. Well, he's just now coming out, so yes, he lost a lot of time there. Your race dominator, kind of. Stage 1, stage 2, led most of the laps through this evening. Blew his tire coming to pit road, cost himself possibly the win. And now INF is going to retain the lead once it cycles through, and Dusty is going to be ranked as second position. The question is, when do drivers come to pit road for that last and final stop? Dusty has 15 laps of fuel in that truck with 19 laps left in the race. That begs the question, when does he come? He only needs 4 laps. See Dusty, or Weiss, sorry, back here in the mix. Pretty much out of it, honestly. Everybody's been kind of separated out now as we've had a long green flag run. Battle here between LRS and Drip. but a costly mistake for Weist as he blew the tire coming to pit road. INF almost did the same thing. He made it last just long enough. We're down to 17 laps to go here from Vegas. We're going to take one more commercial break and we'll be back for the rest of this race. Y'all stay tuned here from UTR Live for the Truck Series from Las Vegas.
This is it. This is one of the big shows.
We're ready to race. Green flags in the air.
The Craftsman Truck Series. Here we go. For the lead. Oh, wow. Can you believe it? It's going to get exciting. The NASCAR Xfinity Series is set to go.
Oh, the seventh around. Side by side into the wall hole.
Hell yeah, guys. That's awesome.
Welcome to NASCAR Cup Series Racing.
3 wide for the lead.
One car round. He's upside down. Oh!
Coming to the checker. From the streets of Chicago. Proud of you, boys.
When I'm hungry for the great steak of Texas, I always go to the Texas Roadhouse.
Folks like Willie love Texas Roadhouse for our famous hand-cut steaks, each one grilled to perfection to lock in the flavor and juices for that unmistakable Texas Roadhouse taste.
If you're ready for a good night of fun and partying, go to the Texas Roadhouse. They know how to do it right.
With a mouth-watering taste you'll want again and again. Only remember,
if it doesn't say Texas, it's not Texas Roadhouse.
Lucia, do you know why you're here? Bad luck, I guess.
There was a girl I knew. She said she cared about me. She tried to make my world the way she thought it should be. Yeah, we were desperate then to have each other to hold, but love is a long, long road. Yeah, love is a long, long.
Well, look who's back. The only way we're gonna get through this is by sticking together, being a team. Trust?
Trust.
Back to the racing action with 10 laps to go. One more pit stop for these leaders, and INF has gapped Drip Slide for second place. INF up to first. He is your leader, over 3.5 seconds over Drip, and Kenny is in the third spot. There is Drip in that second position. Drivers have already pitted. Here comes INF down pit road, making his stop. Who's going to have the break? Can he might try to compete with INF? INF has been smooth all night long. He's been up in the top 3 battling with Ducky, but a lag out from Ducky and an unfortunate situation for the race dominator of Weiss has costed all of them, which puts INF into the catbird seat of first place. But with less than 10 laps to go, does anybody try a different strategy to see if they can just beat INF some way, somehow? Flash down to pit road. Current leaders on pit road. I don't know who it is exactly. Dusty battling Luke for the 7th position or 6th position. Try to figure out who the leader is. Now here's a unique strategy. Drip has passed INF currently with just 6 laps to go. Leaders crossing now for 5. But Drip is in 4th. Drip is in 4th, but he's 1.6 seconds ahead of INF. Now down to 4 laps to go. 5 right now, coming to 4. Trying to figure out who the freaking race leader is. Because Dusty's in 4th. That's 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. The problem is INF is in 6th. Somebody's pulling a strategy and I don't know who it is. We're at 3 laps to go. Unfortunately, I'm sorry with the way Heat 5 is. Dusty's not showing his position counter. I can tell you who the leader is. I don't know who the leader is. I think it's Clater. I'm pretty sure it's Clater. Okay. I'm looking correctly. Okay, yes, Clater would make sense because it's a fuel-saving track, and Clater is good at fuel savings. So, I'm sorry, took me a second. Clater coming around this time is going to see the white flag this time by. 1 lap to go. Here in the world of Westgate 200, here from Las Vegas, Clater has done the fuel math. He's always been good at saving, and he is a half a lap from victory here in the Truck Series to take the win and steal it away from INF. Off of turn 4 for the final time. It's been a long race, but fuel saving is going to be a factor, and Clater has done it again. Here from Las Vegas, Clater is going to take home victory. SP does the SP strategy and finishes second and steals it away from Clater as well, or from INF, excuse me. What a top 5 this has been. Clater first, SP second, INF ends up P3 after all that. Barely makes podium after killing the last bit of the race, doing an amazing job. He finishes third. Clater and SP jumps him. LRS in fourth. Good, strong comeback from him. Drippy in P5. Weist, your dominator of the night, comes home P6. Dusty in 7th. Ranger in 8th. Meso 9th. And Flash for the top 10. Clater, SP, INF is your top 3 for podium. What a race that was. We're going to take a quick breather. We're going to go grab our top 3, and we're going to be back for a awesome podium finishers from these 3. We'll be right back. Stay tuned for post-race interviews coming your way. Welcome back, guys, to the live studios. It is time for your most awesome post-race interviews after a wild in the race there with people doing the fuel safe strategy. We're going to talk to our winner of INF first, my man in victory lane.
Hey.
No, not INF, Clater. Sorry, Clater. INF being the race dominator here in the last little bit, but got cut off by Clater on the fuel strategy. Clater, my man, how did it feel to get that truck in victory lane after a long race there?
It felt good. I felt like I was, qualified second, so I had the speed. Did not have pole speed. That was a crazy lap by, was it Weist?
Yes.
That was a great lap by him. But yeah, I was like top 5 all race. I chose to go with a tighter setup because my previous league races at Las Vegas and any series, I'm really like deadly loose. So I'm trying to like, learn how not to get loose. And first step is going with a tighter setup. So I ran a tighter setup tonight. It was definitely tight, as I just said, on the restarts and everything. So it's kind of like depending on my adjustments late in the race, definitely early in the race, I was really, really tight. I was getting beat on the restarts. I was pretty much just like staying in like that 5th to 7th place range. And this is pretty much a super speedway in these trucks. So it could differentiate like every single lap. But I was around there all night. I think I don't know where I finished in the stages. I think I was at least top 4 in the stages because I got the most points. But yeah, I realized coming to, I think it was my second to last pit stop or something like that, you really only had to save like 1 lap of fuel on a fuel run. So like you save 1 lap for 16 laps pit, and you got to save like half a lap for that final stint. And that's exactly what I did, and that's my bread and butter. I love doing it. It's really fun. Probably not for other people, but for me, it definitely really is fun. So I pitted with like 17 laps to go, and had 16 laps of fuel, and yeah, I was just steadily saving like full speed on the straightaways, and then just completely coasting it in the corners. And I think I ran out on the front stretch. Didn't perfect it, but it got me there. So it was definitely a really fun race. I feel bad for SP because I was really, really silent in our team party. I think he got a lot of people, but yeah, I was just working that fuel, and it paid off.
Well, man, and one thing that was different about tonight was not only is it Las Vegas, it's also the Triple Truck Challenge, which unfortunately doesn't affect you with you being a part timer, but it's the first 100% race on a times 3 package. We've ran times 3 a couple times at Las Vegas in the trucks, not much, but do you think that we would have had the same results had it been like a 50% race that we're used to? Or do you think we would have had the same outcome with it being a longer race and now it has more potential for that fuel strategy coming into play?
Well, with a 50% and say 50% and 3 times wear, I think it definitely would have been different. The winner definitely would have been on speed because I think you could kind of obviously I won it by like 20 feet of fuel left, pretty much. I guess that's the terminology for that. So I feel like with a 50% and 3 times wear, obviously less laps, would that be like a 70 lap race or something like that? You probably only have to pit like a total of 4 times, not counting the stages, not counting cautions. So yeah, I doubt it would have ended like this in a 50% race. But either way, a 50% or 100%, the racing probably would have been the same, but obviously the strategy would have been way, way different. So I think it would have been 2 different outcomes. But I'm glad we did the 100% race tonight because I like my outcome.
Indeed, you do. And being the second race with the 100% race, I'm just kind of getting a feedback. What's your thoughts about it? I mean, like we heard from a lot of people last week that they liked the 100% versus the 50% with it being a new change this season. What do you think on it going into now 2 races?
Yeah, I definitely like the 100% races. I really like long races in general. I feel like I really do well in the long races. Like I think I won the Cup Series race at Charlotte last year. That was probably the longest race of the season. Uh, Definitely enjoy the longer races because you can kind of you can't another driver can't dictate where you finish pretty much. So it's kind of like you can stay on speed for 75% of the race and say you get wrecked for like 10% of it, you can still survive and still manage your way up to the front again. Unlike like 50% race, like I just said, tonight the 50% race would have been like 70 laps. Like say you got wrecked on like lap 50, you're probably going a lap down or something like that. It's kind of hard to recover with less laps. And with more laps, you can obviously work your way through the field multiple times. You can differentiate that strategy, and you can really play your own cards.
That you do. Well, next week, it's gonna be a great week. Obviously, you got Las Vegas tomorrow night in the Cup Series, but next week, obviously, the trucks head to Iowa Speedway. What's your thoughts going into Iowa on another yet times 3 package?
Will probably be more chaotic than tonight. I can I can see the cheese grater surface there at Iowa. That's probably gonna be a little chaotic. I think like the Xfinity Series ran there last season. That was probably the most chaotic race of the season. So That'll probably be a tire race, like not a field race, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. Iowa's kind of like a middle ground type track for me. Like I'm not crazy quick there, but looking for a top 5 day. That'll be a really good day for me.
Well, Claire, you definitely had the speed and you got it done when it counted the most to save it up and make it last. So, congrats on the win tonight here in Las Vegas.
Appreciate it.
And on to our runner-up, it is none other than, oh hell, SP. My man got it done in second place. Another runner-up finish for you. How's it feel to get a second place? Because you were not a driver we really talked about a whole lot. I mean, you kind of struggled early on, got your way up to like the mid pack and worked your way up towards the front, but still just didn't have that race winning or really top three. Like you had about top five, but top three results was probably not in your ballpark, but you got it done in the end of it.
Yeah, we missed on our setup pretty good tonight. We did not have a good car at all. It fired off really bad too. I mean, we started P7 and I mean, we were outside the top 10 by lap 2. I mean, it sucked. I had just no control all night. It was too tight. It was fighting the bottom a little bit. By time I got the bottom going, everyone was running the high side and I tried to make the car go high and it was too loose and it was a mess. I mean, I don't even know how I ended up here. I had to do something different. I was talking in the team party. I'm like, hey, we should maybe try to save a little bit. And everyone was like, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. And I'm like, okay. And I said, well, I'm going to do it. I'm sitting 18th. I mean, I don't, I don't even 10 tonight the way I just raced. I mean, I don't think I ran more than 30 laps in the top 10. Um, period. Before I started saving a little bit, the car was just horrible. It was just, I mean, I've never driven that bad of a truck ever. That car was just, it was nowhere where we needed to be tonight. The setup was wrong. The preset we had was wrong. I was just, I mean, it also doesn't help you don't get any practice. I think I had maybe 2 laps of practice all week. That's including qualifying. So imagine all that. So I don't really know why I'm up here on the podium, but like I said, hey, the SP strategy. When in doubt, use the SP strategy, and guess what? It paid off for me and Clater. We used it, and we're looking really good. And I'm really blessed to be racing here still, having fun. Great season so far here for trucks. I've been really good. Just we're gonna add on to this and see what we can do now.
Yeah, so with that bad truck that you're talking about, whenever you started to save, did you think you even still had a shot at remotely a top five, much less a second place?
Honestly, I mean, I was doing calculations. It's about a 30, 20 second, interval from where you pit to taking no gas at all, or just gas and goes. And the leaders, when they came in, INF and them, they were about, I want to say 22, 23 seconds. So I knew it was going to be, and I still had to save even after I saved in that first little stint in stage 3. The second little stint in stage 3, I mean, I ran out right there at the line, so Clater was gonna have the win either way. But I mean, I had no pressure from INF because he took 4 like everyone else did, and they were just too far back. So I wasn't interpreting them taking all those tires. So I probably could have saved a little more aggressively, and it probably would have gave me a better shot at Clater there at the end. It's just nothing you could do. I mean, we did what we had to do. We salvaged the day really good. We didn't really get a lot of stage points, and I mean, like I said, one of the worst races I've ran in trucks, and somehow I ended up on the podium in second place, runner up. I mean, imagine if I won this race. Like, I wouldn't know what to say. It's like what you and INF and Ian and all our broadcasters say. SP, you always win in the weirdest ways possible. And you know what? I mean, this would have been a big weird way to win. So didn't get the win quite, tonight, but you know what? Second place for the truck we had tonight and how just awful it was. We will take that any day or any part of this season because honestly, we really needed that. Get a little momentum going our way, and we'll see what we can do next week or wherever the hell we're at. I don't even know. I'll
Yeah,
probably get
Iowa.
lost again. Iowa,
That's
well,
kind of my next
we ain't
question
doing
was,
that there.
what do you think you can do at Iowa following the second place? Are you going to back it up with another podium, or what's thoughts?
Well, Iowa tends to be one of my better tracks. I'm really good in the first half of the run. I know I can remember in Xfinity. I started dead last. I think I started 12th or 13th, and by like lap 5, I was in the top 5. So we got some good trucks. We got some good setups. I think I will be a better position for us. Trucks tend to run pretty good there. I don't know what to expect. I really don't. I expect to maybe run inside the top 8 most of the race, and then when the car starts to fall off, I'm not very good at controlling my tires and all that, so I don't know where the fall off will take me, but we keep the truck clean, we stay out of trouble. I would not be surprised if I see you again next week here on the podium. So we'll see what happens. I think we got a good team around us.
Yes, sir. Well, it went from bad to good for you tonight, so congrats on another runner-up position for you here in Las Vegas.
Thank you.
And moving on to our third place finisher, who I thought was going to win the race and looked very strong in the late running there, Mr. INF. My man, we just thought that you had a truck capable of winning, but it looked like that all hopes were kind of dashed with Weist out in front. But late in the third stage, I was watching your onboard. He blows a tire right before the commitment line, and you were close to doing the same thing. And if you had blown it just a hair sooner, you have had just as long of a stop, and we probably wouldn't even see you anywhere near the podium, possibly. So a wild turn of events. You talked to me before the interview started that you're not much of a fuel saver. So, um, what was your mindset like going into that final few stops there to make sure that you could still get on a podium or maybe even have a shot at winning?
Well, first off, I did not think about this until the race has ended, and now I have to ask Clader and SP this just before I go any further in my thought process. Clader and SP, did you guys pit coming into the choose cone?
I didn't.
Yep, I did. I did.
That explains a lot more now. I'm like, okay, because I did not. I didn't the whole race, so that explains why they had more fuel than I did. And that's why it made it a little bit, or at least for SP, it made it a lot more easier to save.
Yeah, me, Dusty, Luke were gonna do the strategy that I did, but they didn't think it was gonna work, and I just committed to it. But yeah, continue.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I didn't do
Yeah,
it
so
with the choose con because I didn't want to lose the track position because I really thought there was going to be another caution and the next caution would have been single file, so I didn't do that.
right. Anyways, as far as what you were saying, Alex, I mean, in my mind, I knew that I'm not a saver. I don't like to save. And with how my fuel played out, I was about 3 laps short on fuel, and I knew that that was going to be too much, even if I even attempted it. Um, so I knew that, all right, just gonna have to run balls to the wall, just try and run as hard as I can, and hopefully I can salvage a good result. Um, all night long, I did feel like I had a car like capable of being in the top 3, maybe leading. I didn't really get to lead outside of the pit window when I cycled to the lead, and then towards the end there. But um, it felt nice. The truck felt awesome to drive. Tire wear was beautiful on it. I was able to go a full fuel run. I didn't even notice until you said that my tire was about to blow entering pit road. I didn't even think about that, but that wasn't even in my mindset. I was focused on just entering the pits.
Yeah, no, I saw that, and I noticed that. And I've known it before. Whenever you blow a tire, if it's right before the line, then you're going to get a 30-second pit stop because of all the damage blown from that tire. But your tire went at 0 right as soon as you hit the commitment line, so it didn't give you the extra damage to repair, which saved you pretty much from being farther back, like Weist unfortunately had to experience.
Yeah, and briefly on that topic, I want to shout out my 2 teammates, Meso and Weist. Weist had I think it's fair to say, the fastest car this entire weekend, pull the 2 stage wins. I mean, he was dominating. Meso had to fight like hell throughout the field to make up ground and still got a top 10. Both of them got top 10. And hell, I wasn't even supposed to be racing tonight. I'm just coming in as a sub for Do. So I hope Do is all good. with his stuff now, and I hope that he can take over this 98 truck next week. And be happy to see all my boys go out to Iowa and race.
Yes, sir. It was actually a very good showing by your teammate Meso there. We saw him battling for the lead a couple times, and then also battling in the top three a few times. So very well performance right there in the stage two, and then just had struggled, got into a little wreck I think it was, and had just struggled in trying to get back up to the field. But like I said, fought like hell, got back inside the top 10. Very well job done by Meso. But yeah, hopefully we get to see you in a couple other starts, probably filling in or driving your 20 truck here and there this season. But other than that, very well job done for subbing in, and can't wait to see you wherever we see you next. We'll see you, at least I know, tomorrow night in the Cup Series.
We'll be seeing you
debut
tomorrow night. Yeah. You sure ain't gonna be seeing me in trucks for a second, because man, I'm kicking my feet up. I'm sitting up in the presser box watching my trucks drive for a second. Same in Xfinity. I'm watching my boys drive. I'm really happy to see we have Jack Boy coming on for the 13 truck, and I feel very happy with my team. I'm happy to see what they can do. But yeah,
I love
thank
it.
you.
I love it. Seeing that good old team owner with the teams implemented this season. You're more that team owner now, like kicking back and just watching.
I would hope my drivers win over me. Honestly, I'm not racing for anything down there more than what they are. So
hell yeah, man. Well,
but sometimes boss man's got to show up and show him why he's the boss man.
I love it, man. Well, congrats on a third place podium here tonight from Las Vegas in the trucks, and we can't wait to have you on track for the first time this season at Las Vegas tomorrow night.
Yes, sir. Thank you for broadcasting. Thank you, viewers, for tuning in.
Yes, sir, indeed. And guys, that will be it for the UTR Live Studios. It's been a pleasure of mine hosting here this evening from Las Vegas. And like I said, the week is just getting started. We have Las Vegas tonight. A great performance by Clater and SP. Managed their way to get by INF late in the running off fuel strategy. And Clater comes home the winner, making his first win this season in the trucks. Tune in tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern, where Ian takes over the booth, and we'll be at Las Vegas in the Cup Series Next Gen cars that we return to. And then you'll see me back in the booth on Thursday for the UTR Xfinity Series, also from Las Vegas. But until then, guys, take it safe, be easy, and we'll see y'all tomorrow.